So let me try and just play through the song schematically, right? So the one he kept for me, there's a 4 to the 5, da 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 da, right? Right, there's a 4 to the 5, da 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 da. I don't know the words though. One that I da 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 until it was time. I put my hands in yours, right? Something like that. Now and forevermore. Just put your faith. Just put your faith in me, right? I'll be all that you need. That's the whole song. That's the schema of the song. Let me break it down a little bit slower. So, well, let's do it with the chord chart here. So we're in 4/4 time. So with this chord chart, I have these bars. These bars signal or represent 4 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar 2, 2, 3, 4. Right. So that's the rhythm. Right. We're just counting in 4. So at the top, there's a count in on the track. Da, da. So this chord, it's like a pickup chord. So it's on the 3 of the 4th bar. So 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's a pickup chord. So it's a 1/3. So one chord is D flat major. I'm playing everything in first inversion. Okay, and in the left hand you could just play the 3 of the chord on the bottom. And for those of you more advanced, you could play the 1 like so. Okay. Now what I love to do is basically take this F and drop it to an E flat. And what that creates is a sus2. But don't be confused, okay? It's a sus2 that's inverted, right? So here's the major chord, 1, 3, 5. The sus2 is 1, 2, 5 of the scale, but then I invert the D flat on top. Okay, so it's still a D flat sus2. It's just inverted. This is the original chord and inverted. So we voiced it this way. And then the original left hand notes F and D flat, which is the 3 and the 1. So the 1. Okay. So you pick your poison, whether you play the F or the E flat. The 1 he did. Sorry, the one I waited for. So I waited for is on the 4. So it's just a 4 chord, major chord. And typical voicing I use in the left hand is the 1 and the 5. When I say 1 and the 5, I'm talking about the chord in the right hand, which is G flat major. Okay, G flat is the 1, D flat is the 5. Play that in the left hand. So the 1 I waited for. And then you jump to the 5 chord, which is an A flat, C, E flat. And I play the 1 and the 5 again in the bottom. My love's design. Okay, if you listen to the track, My Love's Designs. So design, the chord is basically a 1 sus4, okay? Let's break that down. So one chord is a 1, 3, 5 in the D flat scale. A sus4 means instead of the 3 F, we play a 4 of the scale, which is G flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5. So 1, 4, 5 is a sus4. But so I'm playing this with my right hand, but I'm going to invert it. Okay, so I'm going to put the 1 on top here. And on my left hand, I'm playing the 1. And instead of playing the 1 and 5 as usual, because it's a 1 chord, right? I'm going to move this A flat to a B flat. And why I'm doing that is because of this sus4. The sus4 is really, it's almost like a 4 chord, right? G flat, B flat, D flat. So I'm putting this B flat down here, so to create this nice chord, right? Another way to say that is a sus4 is a 1 sus4 is really like a 4 over 1 type of feel. That's what it really is because of that 4 here. So I'm taking the B flat that would be from the 4 chord and putting it in my left hand. And then, so this sus4 wants to release and resolve, okay? So what it is the 4 chord is resolving to a 1. Okay, so the main note that's resolving is this G flat that wants to go through a 3. So, right, and you could also add or take into consideration the B flat as well. So you could play it like that. My love's design. Right, notice, so I resolve. So G flat, B flat, D flat became F, A flat, D flat, and my left hand should do the same thing. All right, so you could do this. Or you could, instead of the B flat, play the A flat. So this is my 1 sus4. This is how I voice it, okay? And then the G and the B flat resolve to an F and A flat. Okay? Very typical, it's like a tension release type of thing in these simple ballad worship songs. Alright, so the pianist in the song uses that, okay? So very nice. Okay? So, the one I waited for, my love's design, right? Ba, ba. That's all that is. And then it repeats again. The one he kept for me until it was time, right? So it's a very repetitive song, so not very complicated, very simple, right? The one that I dreamed about. I like this part here. The one that I dreamed about. So it's just a 4 chord. And on this 4 chord, feel free to use a sus2 instead of a regular major.